This is a story about someone you would like. He was known by many names, but let's call him Michael. A dashing young lad from Detroit with dreams of fame, stardom, and maybe even enlightenment. Born at the height of World War II with obstacles and difficulties at every turn, he was drawn by a magnetic and unrealistic seduction. He was drawn to the mystical and impossible glamour of entertainment. He was transformed. He read Jack Kerouac's On the Road. And suddenly cameras and microphones were calling his name, and in 1964 the adventure began.
From Hawthorne, California, the fabulous Big Boy.
And he and a friend drove to California. And it was there, at a coffee shop, someone said, "Hey, you've got a great voice." And he went to a radio station and they gave him a job in San Francisco, and they didn't pay him. But he recorded demos and looked for jobs everywhere. It was his destiny, and destiny gave him Natchez, Mississippi, because the owner liked his big city sound, where he was run out of town for playing what they called race records.
Are you ready for the night train?
And he was on the move.
Night.
Back to California, landing in Fresno, and then Monterey. And in Monterey, he got the call and landed in Hawaii.
Honolulu, how do you do? Honolulu.
Just 2 years from starting, he was on the air in Honolulu, and it just got better. He officially entered into the Guinness Book of Records for an over 90-hour-long drumming marathon. And then, in 1967, he went back to California to an all-black R&B station in Oakland. He changed his name to Mike Shepard. But he didn't stop there. Next stop, New York City. And then, in a blaze of glory, a divine revelation. He realized his destiny was on the big screen. And the little one, too. He came to Hollywood. There were TV character roles and motion picture appearances, voices in the movie Jaws, helicopter pilots, and DJs. He was in Howard Stern's hit movie Private Parts, and then radio drew him back. With Firesign Theater legend Phil Austin and comedian radio personality Fraser Smith together on K-Rock, they created Hollywood Night Shift.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, live from high atop the Hollywood sign, it's the Hollywood Night Shift, radio's most dynamic hour of the week.
A lot of the good old boys are here tonight. We'd like to welcome you down to the Television Mission. The Television Mission is brought to you by the Fried Chicken Insurance Company. Yes, the people from the Fried Chicken Insurance Company of America remind you, if you're going to gamble with the chicken, don't forget about the licking.
A gifted musician on piano and drums, he continued playing, writing scripts, and narrating audiobooks, all while living in the Westchester region of New York. And about 6 years ago, the unexpected happened. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and the effects and symptoms are not always the same. Certain devices and materials are needed to live as normal a life as possible, and some are complex, some simple, all of them cost money. So Michael C. Gwynne could use our help. Even if it's just enough to cover the costs of daily life, he's exhausted means to continue to pay for medical coverage. And yet, he's resilient and determined and high-spirited, and we're committed to help, and we're reaching out to you. So, if you're in a position to contribute, please click the link and go to the Gofundme project. Together, we can help him keep afloat, tough it out, carry on, persevere, get through, and rise above every challenge, every obstacle, and survive on the road to enlightenment. I thank you. His family thanks you. Michael thanks you. And you'll get a front row seat in heaven, guaranteed. Thank you. Front row seat in heaven, guaranteed for contributors contributing big-ticket contributions only. Smaller contributions guaranteed purgatory for a limited time.